Hello, thank you so much for joining the course, and trust me, this course gonna change your life and will take you to become the UI UX designer in a very short time. And trust me, you will love the process, since we will start from the very basic and most importantly from the actual app on App Store. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So to get started, we will cover this Excel Go app, and in this day one we will try to cover these screens. So the first thing first, we have the splash screen, we have the sign in screen where we have social media's login process, and we have the sign up process, right? Also we have the password creation, password input of password, right? And we have also the onboarding process as well. Perfect. So like once you get started, these are the information that you need to fill to get into the app. All right, so to get started from the splash screen, what we need to cover first is of course the status bar. We need to copy it. So the reason we need to copy it, because we need to understand the tools, and this is the best idea to understand those tools. So yeah, let's do it. So if you look into this badge icon, you will see like this is a rectangle, and then we have again a rectangle, right? And then we have this what we call half circle. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. And okay, first thing first, you will see this shape tool, and once you click on this drop down, you will see all those tools. So this is rectangle, line tool, arrow tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool, star tool, and we can embed image and video as well. So we need rectangle. I will just select rectangle and I will draw this shape. Perfect, I draw it. And now if you see over here, we have round corner over here. In our rectangle we don't have round corner, right? So how we can do that? To do that, very simple. Either we can just hold and drag it like this. So that's how we give it our corner radius, right? And there is also another way as well, so which is in appearance. Over here you can see this 2 pixel roundness over here. So we can either increase and decrease it from here. Once we hold option, we like it gives us this icon. So it's mean if we drag it to the left, it's decrease, and if we drag it to the right, we increase this, right? So right now I think just 2 is perfect. So the next thing we can do is, you can see over here there is changes between the color, right? So what I need to do is to just fill this color, click on this fill, and I can change the color from here as well. I need the white one, and even I can do it via this color picker tool. So that's how you do that. Okay, perfect. So we created this one. Now we will create another rectangle. So to do that, we can go to this rectangle tool, select this, and that's how I do another one as well. So to do that, there is also a logic in here as well. So first thing first, once we draw it at the previous rectangle that we have added, it's disappeared. This is the reason, because we in the layer, right, this layer rectangle 2 is above the rectangle 1, so it's mean this layer is hidden because of rectangle 2, right? So if we drag it to the up, you will see this one. So now when we drag it to the again over here, so the rectangle 1 is disappeared. And if we want to make it appear, we can just do it like this, right? So that's how we do that, right? This is how layers work as well. Okay, perfect. I will again round up the corner. And one other thing, if we look into it, we have this border, and in the middle we don't have anything, so I will use the power of stroke. So to do that, just hit this stroke plus icon, and that's how we give it a stroke. Right now, what I will do is I will just select the color. So this is the color that I will be selecting. Perfect. Now that's done. So what I gonna do is to just hide this fill, or even we can remove that as well. So this is very easy. Within a matter of minute, we created almost arbitrary icon. So now the last thing which is remaining is obviously this cell. So to do that, I will now select this drop down and choose ellipse. Okay, I just selected ellipse, and now I will draw it. So to draw this perfect shape of circle, we need to hold shift. So once we hold shift, then we will have a perfect circle, else it will be like this. We can even draw and do that without shift, holding shift as well, but holding shift will make it easy for us. Okay, perfect. So now I draw it. Okay, perfect. To do that, to make it half, I will just hold this arc circle here, and boom. Yeah, it's done. Now I will just rotate it, and this cell is also created. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is to just select the exact color via color picker tool, and boom, we have the first icon created. Perfect. I will just hold shift to select those layer, and command G or control G to group it. Okay, so let's group it and name it battery. Perfect. The battery icon is created. Now again, we need to do that as well. So to do that, there are a lot of like ideas to cover that as well, so we will cover it very easily. And to do that, I will just select this ellipse tool, and I will draw again a circle. Okay, I will make sure it match something like this, and again I will give it an arc like that much, and will rotate. This can we can definitely customize it anytime we need it. So yeah, boom, we have created our first one. I think there is a problem, which is obviously we need to make this in the center. All right, boom. So this is created, the first signal is created. To do the other one, we can do a logic again. We will try to help from the logic perspective. So to do that, let me just select this circle, this arc, and I will just duplicate it. Boom, I duplicate it, and now I cannot see it because this layer is above the other layer, right? And even these are the same size, so that's how we are unable to see it. Now if I drag it to the left, I can see that those are two layers. So again, I will just hold and make sure it hit the top of the second signal. Let's zoom it and hold. I'm holding shift and option. Okay, perfect. Boom. Again, there is another trick that we will use over here, which is obviously the ratio. So now if I decrease the ratio, it look like this. Signal is created. Okay, perfect. So to do the other one, let's do it. Let's again, we will just I'm holding option to duplicate this layer and drag it to the down, so it duplicate this layer as well. So again, what I'm gonna do is to hold up option and shift to make sure it hit the top, and okay, perfect. So this is now the third one, but what I'm gonna do is again to play with the ratio. Perfect. Now I will make sure it hit those edges as well. Perfect. This is the first one, second one, Perfect. And yeah, boom. So the Wi-Fi icon is also created. Let me select shift while holding shift and click. So that's mean those are selected. And now I will just command ng to make sure I group it, and Wi-Fi. Perfect. So the Wi-Fi is also created. I will just make sure to give it a white color since we have white over here. All right, there is a bit I think I should make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, this is perfect now. Okay, now to make this network icon, it is very easy. It will just take us maybe 10 seconds. So let's do it. So again, I will just hit this shape tool and drop down, and over here I will select rectangle. So okay, perfect. Boom, we have created the first one. I round up the edges, and to duplicate it I am holding option and shift. So the option for duplicating is shift to make sure it like it aligned perfectly in the bottom, right? So yeah, again I will increase the size, match to the top, and increase the size, match to the top. Perfect. And again I will select all of those, command G, and I will rename it to network. Perfect. So we have the network icon created, and of course Wi-Fi is created and battery is created. And to do one thing is I will make sure I give it a proper color, which is white. Now the last thing, this is very easy part. All I have to do just select this text tool and click over here. Now I click it, and now I will give it like 9 and 40, or you can call it, you can rename it any text you want it to, but I will just give it 941, the same as like this one. So let's make it 20. Okay, now okay, I think I should make it 18. All right, let's make it 16. I think 16 would work. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think 16 is fine, and that works, right? And here, if we go to the properties of this typography, this is the first thing, which is obviously selecting the right font. So these are the font that we can select from, right? And in here we can give it weight, so how much weight we needed over here, we can do that. So for now I will give it a medium size. Then we play with that already. Then this is the line height. It give, if for example we have two line like this, then once I select all of them once, and now if I increase it, it gave it line height. Okay, so by default it's auto. Then again the next one is spacing. Give it space between the letters, right, and the characters. So like this, it gives spacing between the characters, right? There's a lot of properties as well, which we will not cover right now, and we'll definitely do it in near future. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I think the status bar is created. I just selected all of them, and just make sure with the help of shift I deselected this, and I will command G and make sure I rename it status bar. Yeah, I think status bar is fine. Okay, perfect. So we created this status bar. To do the next thing, we will obviously not copy the exact logo, but we can do over here is to select, again come to the shape tool and select polygon tool, and to do that I will draw like this. Okay, perfect. I will give it since this is polygon tool right now, this is triangle, so it's mean 3 angle, right? And we need 6, right? So it's hexagon, right? And now if you look into it, we have this round, again round edges, right? Round corner. So I will make sure, sorry, I will make sure I round up the corner as well. Boom. And I will give it white shape. Perfect. So we created the logo as well, we created status bar as well, and lastly we need to create this menu bar, right? You name it, right? Okay, perfect. So to do that, again I will come to the shape tool and I will select line 1 for this, and I will just do that like that. So you see I can like it's not giving me the perfect angle, which is 0 angle. So once I hold shift, now it's perfect angle. You see now this one is 45, give us 45 angle with increment. Okay, perfect. So now we created this line, and I will make sure to play with the property. So let's increase this all the way to 4. Perfect. I think let's increase 1 as well, so maybe 5. Again I can play with the more property as well, but if you look around, this is round edges, right? And here it's not round, right? So this is not our rectangle where we can round the corner like this. So what we can do is, once we click this starting point, and in here I can give it this round shape in here, right? Even I can give it another shape as well, another end as well, but for now we need roundness. Okay, perfect. So boom, we have created our first splash screen. Okay, congratulations. Okay, just 2 step remain, because we need to since it's an image and we need another frame for it to make sure it is each and every component is in editable. So to do that, I will just go to this frame tool, and in here we have a bunch of predefined frames, right? So this is for phone, these are for tablets, these are for desktops, right? So each and every sizes are defined over here, and for now we need the phone one. So for the phone, for the iPhone 16 is that much size. Usually we do this size, which is 375 by 812. So I will select this, and boom, we have created the frame. And very exciting, very exciting. Okay, perfect. So right now it's white. Again, I will select the color and I will change the color to this background. Okay, now the background is changed, and most importantly, make sure you rename it. Okay, so it's splash screen. Perfect. And I will just select all the layers that we have created. Even I can select it from here as well, and I will just hold shift and click over here to unselect this image background, and I will take it, drag it like this while holding shift. Boom, we created, but just align it like this. Okay, make sure it aligns perfectly. Okay, wonderful. Splash screen is created. Let me delete this because we don't need it. We created the splash screen. Okay,